Your iPhone may be getting a big AI update in the relatively near future. It looks like there might be some Gemini integration when it comes to Apple Intelligence. So we already have ChatGPT integration, where whenever you use it, you can select and use ChatGPT to source things out or to accomplish things. And it looks like in some of the beta code for iOS 18.4, there's a mention of options, and the options are Google and ChatGPT or OpenAI or whatever. So it's not saying it's coming right now. It's not saying it's coming with iOS 18.4, but there at least is a mention of it. And this has some precedence because back whenever they talked about Apple Intelligence before, they said that they wanted to give options for AI model integration and things like that. So if that's true, then what I could probably foresee happening is whenever we have WWDC, which is just a couple months away, not too far, possibly that being some sort of announcement, and maybe they go ahead and roll that out. Now, that would be cool because it'll give you more options. And of course, people have been very unimpressed with Apple Intelligence to this point. And I think it's going to be a really tough selling point for the new iPhone. Like the new iPhone 16e, basically the only reason that anybody would probably even consider this phone is because of the Apple Intelligence integration. As you probably well know, whenever Apple Intelligence came out last year, they made it where it wouldn't work on older phones. The only older phone it would work on would be the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max. If you have the iPhone 15, 15 Plus, 14, 14 Pro, 14 Pro Max, 13, 12 series, whatever, even though those phones are still going to be supported, like those phones are still going to work in their current state and get updated for years, they won't have access to Apple Intelligence features, which I'm sorry to tell you, you won't have access to the image playground or summaries in your emails or any of the other silly stuff that Apple Intelligence brings along. And I think a lot of people don't take Apple Intelligence very seriously because there's not a whole lot of opportunity to use it. If there is, it feels kind of gimmicky. It might not even give you the right answers sometimes, or like the summaries might not be accurate. And it's not very impressive because, well, Siri 2.0 is not here yet. We're still waiting on Siri 2.0. Maybe that comes out with iOS 18.4. But the path of Apple in this intelligence AI world has been very lackluster so far. And it's been something that, as far as being like the biggest phone manufacturer in the US, one of the biggest phone manufacturers in the world, I don't know if maybe they didn't take it seriously. Maybe they thought it was a gimmick, but now they're on board, but they're very far behind. Samsung Galaxy AI, definitely more robust, definitely more capabilities, definitely better implemented. Google Gemini, definitely way better, and it's fantastic on the Google Pixel phones. It's great. You can use it on other Android phones, and that's something that's nice too. So if you look at Apple Intelligence and already have like the Chat GPT integration for like asking questions or trying to look into things, it's something that's neat because if we get Google Gemini in there as well, that might give you a different flavor. And the whole idea of having different language, different AI models is they all work and they kind of behave a little bit differently. Some of them are a little better at some things, some are a little better at other things. And being able to pick and choose which AI model that you want to use to perform a certain task or to research something or to help you out with a given answer you're trying to get or certain things like that, it could be more beneficial, or you may see that it's more beneficial, but also options is good too. So having third-party integration availability with Apple Intelligence, I mean, that would be nice. Like I said, we got ChatGPT 4. If this whole Google Gemini thing comes on board, that would be good too. And maybe we'd even get more stuff as we move further on down the road. So I'm all here for getting better in the AI department. A lot of people don't take AI very seriously. And it's like you have a small subset of people who are like, oh my gosh, I use AI all the time. It's amazing. It's so cool. But then you have a large swath of people who are like, I don't use it. It's gimmicky. It's stupid. I don't see the point. It's not a selling point. And I really don't think it is a selling point for the iPhone 16e. Now, is the $599 selling point? Is that a good selling point? No, that phone should not cost $600. Will some people buy it? Of course. And what's probably going to end up happening is it'll be the new flavor of the week for the carriers, like here in the United States, that give them out for free if you switch over, if you sign up, if you add a line or whatever. So I think it may undercut Apple's sales, but I think a lot of people are not too enthused with the idea of like a dumbed down, watered down version of an iPhone that costs $600 that has one camera and It doesn't even have MagSafe. And it's funny because of all the things people have been complaining about in my videos. Most people have been complaining about that it has no MagSafe. And I don't use MagSafe. Like, I don't care about MagSafe at all. I don't care about wireless charging on my phones, but some people, they love them some MagSafe. So no MagSafe with the iPhone 16e, and then on top of that, the biggest selling point is Apple Intelligence. People are going to hold on to their other phones. There's just not a compelling reason out there at all to get a phone just because it has Apple Intelligence at this point. So that means that your iPhone 12, 13, 14, 15 series phones you're still using are still going to be great, fantastic options to hold on to, at least for another year, until we see some serious commitment and deployment from Apple in this department. Now, we'll wait and see what happens with Siri 2.0 when it finally gets here. Hopefully, it gets here before WWDC this late spring, early summer. I'm expecting to see it around then, but iOS 18.4 will be the next big update. Maybe we'll get Siri 2.0 then. I'll certainly test that out once it's available, but yeah, Apple Intelligence is still a joke, and it's still not a selling point, and Apple thinks it's a selling point, and I think that that's really going to hurt them because Apple's trying to write off generations of their phones just because they don't have Apple Intelligence, but people are not ready to move over to that yet. People are not ready to give up their phone. People are not ready to go spend another $1,800 whatever dollars to get a new one just so you can get some notification summaries, your email summaries, an image playground, and a voice assistant that still sucks. So we'll see what happens, but I wanted to talk about this. Y'all guys know I love my Pixel stuff. I love Gemini. It'll be neat to have Gemini integration. Again, that's not something that's happening immediately. It's something that's been alluded to in the coding for iOS 18.4 beta, which leads me to believe that it'll probably be announced once we get to WWDC. And then for those of you out there who like to use the ChatGPT integration, who like to use the AI model integration with your phone, whenever you're doing your searches, your queries, you're asking it to do things, or asking for for answers or to write things, something like that for you, then it'll be something different that's available for you, a different tool, and that's nice. And kudos to Google for continuing to outfit everybody with AI, right? We know that Samsung's AI is basically built on a lot of Google features. Google's AI, they take it and they put their flavor on it, they rebrand it, they come up with some of their own. And then we know that, of course, there's the Google stuff, and now Google, of course, will be, looks like they're going to partner up with Apple in some way too. So yeah, Google is definitely leading the way across platform AI and across just AI in general. So it's funny. Not everybody wants the phones, but everybody wants the Gemini AI, and I think Google's done a good job with Gemini and Gemini deployment so far. So that's all I got. If you have any questions, comments, gripes, concerns, complaints, all those things, please go to the comment section. I'll do my best to get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, if you found this helpful, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.